Hey guys, welcome. I hope you don't mind. This is the male version of my voice. I was sick yesterday, and whenever I get sick, hey Joel Sachs, it never can be something sexy like Demi Moore or Scarlett Johansson. No, I get to sound like what's his name from Roadhouse, not in a good way. Sam Elliott. I sound like Sam Elliott. My voice is deeper than my ex-husband's right now, and it's not in a good way. I hope you don't mind. I also have a cough drop in my mouth. Trigger warning. Trigger warning for that. Seamus, don't start. Hey, Patty. Hey, Liz Tricks. Hey, Amanda Dear. Allison Metcalf Palumbo made it. Paula Mayo. Joel, we love you. Hey, Shay B. Me too, Shay. Joanne Hawley. I sound like a boy named Bjorn. I love rain virus. Hey, Monica M, Debbie Blair, Lumen made it. You're right. I don't sound as sexy as Sam Elliott. You're right, Goosebump. Seamus and Bo were the cutest thing ever. Look at, speaking of Seamus, what an a-hole. Hey, Kestrel, Sherry N, Alicia made it. Catherine B is here. Mary Haynes, Pam's here. Laura DePreet. Laura, I can't get over that cute picture you sent me, girl. Damasio made it. Anna Banana, Sophia. Sophia says I sound a little sexy. I disagree. I'm not impressed this time. I've been sick before where I was like, if I could sound like this the rest of time, I'm willing to stay sick. This, I feel like a guy at Jiffy Lube. I feel like right now, if you called a Jiffy Lube, it would sound like this. And they'd be like, yeah, we can get you in. Give us about an hour. Thank you, Just Joan. Pam, good to see you. DS Kitty Diane, thank you, girl. Kristen Melinda made it. I love her. Hey, Dawn, DNV. Kestrel, I'm glad you made it. Hey, Karma Chameleon. Lake Erie. Ruth is here. Wisconsin Barb. Barbara Aldrich. Noelle. Actually, guys, Smelly Cat. Rain. Aileen. I'm actually much better today. Why don't you come sit up here, please? Why don't you come sit right up here with us? Come on. Nice job. Angel K. Hey, Armine. Oh my God. Wasn't that video too much? Mods, I love you guys. Thank you for being here, by the way. Hey, old Charlie. Jennifer Folsom. It's too much, is it not? Oh my God. Hey, Mary. Let's see. I almost said hi to Pam for a third time. Hi, Pam. We'll just do it. Tammy's here. Debbie Bam. Hi again, Pam. I love this part. It's like she's looking through a magic mirror. Interesting, Patty. Interesting thoughts. Joe Mama made it. Gemini Girl made it. Callie Blue too. Does that mean the proper pickup line is you can jiffy my lube? Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Kristen. Jennifer Folsom, thank you for the super sticker, babe. Debbie Zito, I love you, girl. Patty Hartman. Okay, great question. How's your family in the hospital? She came home this morning. It was my mother. Just say it was my mother, and it was quite a scare. And she came home today. She's still very weak. She was a fall risk, which is never happened to my mom before. She just wasn't well. So thank God she's okay. We were worried about trauma to the head, but she's okay. Thank you for asking. Hey, cutesy Jay. Oh my God. I don't miss shoveling. It has snowed here, but not as much as the Midwest. The real life school. Thank you. My voice sounds extra sexy. I think I sound like a dude. Okay, so DS Kitty Diane, it's funny you say that. I think I sound like Miley Cyrus when she talks. Does anybody actually, she sounds like the heaviest smoker. So I don't know how she gets her voice that high, but let's see. And a ditty song was on. I can still do it. Thank you for paying me to do it. I appreciate that so much. Hey, love Mama Bear. Judy Lee, welcome. Marie Aurore. Ooh, your picture is really pretty, by the way. Hey, Audrey. Welcome back, Audrey. Hey, Rachel Connolly. Good morning from Australia. So many Aussies. I love that. Libby Jackson, Jamie Castro just joined. Peace Lady, you can lube my jiffy. Put that on a card right now. Brigida, welcome. Chica Cherry Cola, because I was shamed for saying Chica Cherry Cola, which I still like better. But we'll get through that. Thank you, Joe Mama. Yeah, the bummer part is I couldn't go see my mom. I didn't go to my nephew's birthday party yesterday. I was too sick. Muffet Lou. So I couldn't go to the hospital because I was sick. My dad, as we know, is heavily on doses of chemo and radiation, so he can't be around anybody that's sick. So I felt very helpless. I could not go help my mom, and I still can't. I can't go up there. And I made a casserole today. Hey, Chrissy from Maui, Mary Barons. You know what's weird about being sick for me? Hey, Teresa. Good job staying calm throughout the scare of your mom until you knew more. Thank you, Teresa. That's very validating. I appreciate that. Jamie, New York. I love that you're in New Zealand, Patty. That's awesome. I love those guys from New Zealand. Oh my God, the Flight of the Concord guys. Britt and Jermaine. Jermaine, it's not Jermaine. Hey, Heather, Kansas. Love you, Chica Cherry Cole. Oh, see, I said it wrong. You know what? I'm going to say it that way over here. Lisa Vining. It's so weird. It's so weird. Hey, Zal Storm. Thank you, Zal Storm. So I spent, okay, I just caught up. Got it. Okay, good. Hey, Emily Brooks. New Zealand accents are so cool. I love those guys. Jermaine, he's like, we're from New Zealand. He like says it really cool. I can't do it any justice. Hey, Mutteroller. So yesterday, Tiffany Isms is here. Yesterday, I was so ill. I never had a fever. I pay attention to my symptoms, but I am such a Scientologist still. And I kind of want to talk about that. So many sick people during this time of year. Galen, hey, Joanne Ventrilla, I really dodged it though. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get worse. I'm much better today. I was going to get up yesterday and go to my nephew's birthday party. I'm so sad that I missed that because I live here now. I've always missed his birthday. I made it for his first birthday. I flew here for it. Hey, Darcy's. Dawn, welcome, girl. Amy A. Artist. I love that. Welcome. Hey, Jennifer Harrison. I'm bummed out big time because, again, it's not, I mean, it was an hour away, but I was so excited to go. And yesterday morning, man, I woke up and I was like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can drive. I missed your comment, Nana of 2. Thank you, Audrey. Where's your comment? I'm going back, girl, but if it's really far, I don't know how to find it. Oh, yeah. Snowing and crazy freezing. So we're about to get some real harsh weather here. I think it's going to get really cold. I do have a candle next to me. I replaced it. This one's pumpkin souffle. That last one was eucalyptus and it was awful. What kind of casserole did I make? Sorry, Tommy could not come to Valentine's Day, but he might have gotten real sick. I don't think so. Because I don't think I was contagious, Noelle. Again, I did not have a fever. What kind of casserole? It's an old, hey, Tony's Hooter. It's an old recipe that was from my aunt on my dad's side here, my Aunt Fran. And happy anniversary, Mary. And I'm still thinking about you, girl. We love you. I'm sorry. That's got to be hard. Hey, Lori Abs. It was called like a green bean and rice casserole. And my Aunt Fran used to make it. And my mom got the recipe from her. Hey, Dawn Gloves from way back when, 20, 30 years ago. And, I alter it because it has chicken in it. And I don't love chicken. I'll eat it with chicken, but I'm not a big chicken eater. Ivermectin? No, I don't know anything about it. Didn't they use that for COVID? Seamus, yeah, he needs to come over here and say hello to the crowd. Hey, Brittany, I love you, girl. So it's weird. It sounds weird. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. Dang, thanks, Mark Hardman. This is just an old short sleeve sweatshirt from the 80s that I found at a Goodwill, brother, but thank you. You guys know I'm addicted to short sleeve sweatshirts from the 80s. If I can find them, I buy them up. What was I saying? Oh, this isn't that exciting. It takes water chestnuts. I love water chestnuts. Green beans. I do the French style myself. I tend to be fancy here. Nikki K, I love you, girl. Nana too? Yeah, I'm telling you right now. So it takes water chestnuts, pimentos, which is interesting. Jay Rambo, I'm going to the Goodwill this week. I got a bunch of stuff to take. Pimentos, okay, stay with me. Stay with me. I put extra green beans in because I don't do chicken. Okay. So it's supposed to take like shredded pulled chicken. So go for that if you want to do that. A jar of pimentos. I do 3 cans of hey Heather. I can't write that fast. Will you go back? You can rewind, girl. You know, I like pimentos too. I do 3 cans of French green beans. I do a can of water chestnuts, 1 can of cream of celery soup, interestingly enough, an onion chopped. Hey, Jennifer Folsom. Oh, you're saying hi to Kestrel. What am I saying? You already super stickered me. You've been here. Sorry, Jennifer. Mike, good to see you. Let me just look because hell if I know. I just made this thing an hour ago and I can't remember even what it was in it. But it's delicious. And I was craving it because I was sick. Let's see. You might think it sounds weird, but it's really good, guys. It's really effing good. Okay. Oh, I know. 1 package of Uncle Ben's wild and white rice. That's delicious because it. Hey, Cassie Mosier. Hey, ASAP Lizzie. It comes with the seasoning. Hey, Scottish Scouser. Yeah, Teresa, it kind of is. How much does it make? You put it in a 9x13 pan. I need to say hello to Pam. Pam, welcome back, girl. Teacher nurse, love you, girl. Okay. You got to get the Uncle Ben's. Now, I like to get the fast cook Uncle Ben's rice. They didn't have it at Publix, so it takes 20 minutes. You mix everything together and you simmer it for 20 minutes, okay? Stay with me, guys. Quit rambling and veering off the road, okay? Lupita, welcome. French green beans. I do 3 cans. It calls for 2. Hey, Boris, good to see you. Okay. 1 can of cream of celery soup, 1 medium white onion, a jar of pimentos, a can of water chestnuts, and a half a cup of mayo. Okay. What's cool about this is you throw it in a bowl and you just mix it all together. Okay. Then you bake it for an hour at 350 in a 9x13 pan. Now, it's so good. I can remember eating that when I was little, going to visit my aunt. And it's so good and it's easy to make. Again, you can add chicken. I just don't like it with chicken. I'm not well, Patty Purejoy. So a 9x13 pan, I was just going to say, yeah, it's a lot, but I like leftovers. And so I will eat it all week long. Huxley likes it, but Huxley's weird and I have to make his food separate. I don't cover it when I bake it. Yeah, you pre-cook the rice and then you add all the ingredients together. Hey, Christy Kits. So Patty, I enjoy that for the week. I make it for a week long. Marie's birthday, she's 52. Still grieving the loss of your dad in July and mom in October. I bet you are, girl. I am so sorry. That's so sad. It's so hard to lose people close together like that. I bet you are really having a tough time, Marie. Happy birthday from all of us. We love you and you're in the right place, girl. You're in a comforted place right now. He just had his medicine, not a happy camper at present, but his head is nearly straight again. I love to hear that. And thank you for updating us. Bowie is her adorable bunny in Australia. Reese, do you associate with any of your dad's family? They're all dead. They're all dead. Why do you... Oh, love you too, Bunny. I'm happy to see you here. Why do I make Huxley's food separate? Because he's a 15-year-old. He's a teenager. And we don't eat the same stuff. And we don't eat at the same times often. I put on like a lip tint and I feel like it's leaking all over my face. I didn't want to do lip stain today. Babe, if you're still in here, I sound like a man. Sound like a guy from Jiffy Lube. Hey, F Scientology. Absolutely, Marie. I eat very different than Huxley. And all of a sudden, Huxley is like John Cena or Hulk Hogan. I don't know why. He works out all the time and he counts his protein and he eats like all kinds of weird protein. It's not weird, but yeah, catch the replay. my friend. Huxley is not a cat, Patty. Huxley is my 15-year-old son. So he eats, I just finished them. I can hear them beeping actually. He eats a ton of hard-boiled eggs. Tons. I have to hard-boil eggs like by the dozens for the week for him. I think he does, Kristen Melinda. Is that sweater from Lady Co? No, Sherry LeBrun. This is from a thrift store. This is just a cheap sweatshirt from the 80s. Feeding teenagers, and by the way, Sherry LeBrun, thank you for being a member, babe. Feeding teenagers is a pain in the ass. They're weird and picky. Yep. Hey, Chops World. Thank you. So he eats a ton of hard-boiled eggs. I mean, I go through hard-boiled eggs with that kid. I get the eggs at Costco, Emily Brooks. Speaking of Costco, I bought a hard-boiled egg maker like 10 years ago, Joe Mama, and I use that. It hard-boils 14 at a time. Hux is bulking up. Yeah, at that age, with his interest in sports, especially. I used to be like that. Yeah, my grandma said it would be like owning a horse, how much I ate. You know, it's a good thing. I think about it, and I'm like, Hux, you're kind of overdoing it. It kind of worries me. Thanks, Muffet Lou. However, thank you, Noelle. That's very kind. However, what's the alternative? That he doesn't care and he gets overweight and he's unhealthy. I don't want that for him at 15. Now, I wouldn't care if he did, but I would not want that for him. I don't want him to be, in a bad place health-wise. But, hey, Simone, I'm so happy to see you. Huxley doesn't go to the gym because there's no gym around here, Pam. He would. Now, my parents have a ton of workout. Hey, Woofy. A ton of workout equipment that my dad used to use when he was healthy. And Huxley has quite a bit of workout equipment here. So he works out every day. And when he can go up to my parents, we can't right now with my dad's radiation. But when he can, he goes up there. And thank you, Debbie Lima. Prayers for you, Debbie Lima. You're going through some health issues, babe. Sending healing vibes your way. No, I didn't see it, Sherry LeBrun. Hey, Amy Edge. So I don't remember what I was saying. He's just he does protein powder. He makes protein shakes. Galen, thanks to Galen, she sent him the blender he wanted. That was so kind. So he does, now that he has that blender, he does protein shakes, hard-boiled eggs, and then almost everything he eats, I have to buy at Costco. My stuff I get usually at Publix. His stuff is Costco. So Huxley eats those packs of, it's like, they're so expensive. I'm like, God, kid, you cost a lot. He wants those packs. I do chia seeds, those packs of chicken. They're like ready cooked, just chicken strips. They come in like a 15 or a 20 pack. So he eats those. He eats a lot of celery. He eats a lot of broccoli, cheese. Oh, salami. That's what I get at Costco. That kid eats the heck out of meat, like salami. He likes the cheese things with the meat wrapped around it. I just buy what I can on sale. And then he eats a ton of yogurt. And I mean a ton of yogurt. So I don't think it's a bad diet. Like, I think it's good. I was a little concerned at first, but then I was like, hey, Chrissy from Maui. I mean, what could I complain about? Hey, Jenny Stout. How could I complain about this? He's eating, he eats peanut butter when he wants something sweet, but like a protein snack. He's eating eggs, meats, cheeses, and he eats vegetables and yogurt. So he's getting good gut stuff, probiotics. But he's very calculated about it. And he eats, Yadira, he eats a lot more than me. Huxley's very calculated about when he eats. I am not. I only eat about once a day. If I eat twice a day, the second time is like nighttime, and I'll eat like a bunch of almonds and cheese, or that's what I tend to eat at night. It's like almonds and some cheese. Thank you, Patty. Thank you for saying that. Hey, Kim. Yeah, so it's just, it's a healthy diet. And he eats a lot of nuts too. Speaking of almonds, he's always asking me for walnuts. He eats walnuts, which is, I think, a superior nut. Walnuts are pretty good. I get those at Costco for him. And he does sometimes eat cereal. He gets the protein cereal at Costco. Kid's not cheap, man. I'm like, good Lord. He's like, we got to go back to Costco. I need to refill. Oh, and he eats protein bars. He likes their protein bars. It's expensive, but at the same time, hey Kim, it lasts. I mean, whatever I buy him usually lasts 2 to 3 weeks. And yeah, Sophia. So it's like, I don't know. At first I started to panic about it a little bit. And I was like, is he being too, you guys know what I mean here. He's 15 and I'm like, is he being too concerned about his body? I don't want him to feel like, hey, Hux, can you let your sister in? Hey, son, quick question. Yeah. Son. Yeah. Say hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Do you count your protein? I was just telling everybody what you eat.
Yeah.
Kristen Melinda asked if you count like your
macros.
So you do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like carbohydrates and calories and all that.
You count your calories too and your protein?
Mm-hmm.
You are really extreme about it.
Yeah.
And then you work out 2 hours a day?
Mm-hmm. Well, about like 1 or 2 rest days a week.
1 or 2 rest days a week?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the muscles can grow and stuff like that.
But Tommy taught you like to do you do like leg day and then arm day and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I was laughing. But yeah, but
can you show your biceps?
Yeah, sure.
You can't. Yeah, look at him, guys. He takes this very seriously.
But yeah, it's all right. It's not that good.
No, it's good, Hux. Your arms are huge. I was so impressed. His chest is really big too. He's really taking it seriously. He is weightlifting, Kim, and he's been doing this for what, a couple of months now.
Yeah, I've only been counting my macros are really important. I've only been doing that for about not even 3 months, maybe. I've been working out for a while, but it doesn't really matter. You have to eat right and stuff, and then you'll see gains.
Yeah.
But it definitely takes a while. So.
Well, I'm very impressed by you. I have a question while you're in here. Did you just hear that beep?
Mm-hmm.
Your eggs are done. There's little loops on the side of it to pick it up. Can you pick it up and set it in the cold bowl of water I have in the sink?
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want them to sit for that long.
Yeah.
Thank you, son.
Uh-huh.
I just hard-boiled you 2 dozen eggs, so that should last a while.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, love you. Thank you. Yeah, guys, he takes it very seriously. Bobo, guys. What a good person. What a great guy. Is Armine still in here? If he was a little girl, look at that. Oh my God. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, he's so nice. And he's a good person. And he's been taking care of me since he's been sick. Hey, Denise. Oh, guys, I have to play that short for you that Kathy put up today. I don't know if everybody saw it, but it nearly killed me. Heather, I don't know if he does. As a matter of fact, though, I bet he does because he does use an app, Heather. And thank you for being a member. Yeah, Dawn, he'll need more on Tuesday. Where is Brian? Brian Lucas? Oh, because of Bo. Brian Lucas doesn't come anymore. I don't know. He's doing his own thing. But you know what? We love Brian either way. So I'm happy for him, whatever he chooses or chose to do. But yeah, he's serious about it. That's not the topic I was going to talk about. But yeah, so Mark Hardman is saying, as long as he isn't driven by some body dysphoria, that's what I was worried about for a minute there, because you guys know the story that my dad shamed me when I was a kid. And I suddenly had I was so introverted about my body. Kristen, Melinda, thanks, girl. I have to go to Costco tomorrow and get more because I just made all those for today. Thank you, babe. That's so sweet. I love you, Kristen. I just want Huxley to know and understand. Cutesy J, I love that. Yeah, Teresa, it's super important for his success, Teresa says, and I agree. And he's you guys know, he's all about sports. I'm on board and I support Huxley in anything he wants to do. But all I wanted to make sure of was when I was a kid, I was super shamed, and I want to make sure that's not happening at school. He's doing this because he wants to do it. And we had a deep talk about it. And he was like, "No, I'm doing this for my health." And I was like, God, that's so cool that you are 15 and you are taking your health this seriously. Like, this kid will be on track for the rest of his life if he keeps that up. And I love that. I love that for Huxley's future partner. Like, I love that for hey, Beans Mama, for his own well-being mentally. Like, Marie, thank you so much, girl. That's very kind. Thank you for your super sticker. Angie, please let us know about Quincy, girl. We love you and thank you for your super chat. Yeah, he's an athlete, Allison. He takes it seriously. And Muffet Lou says he's a devoted athlete. I'm very impressed by him. I was big growing up. I was shamed at home, not school. Odd, still not over it. Same. I was shamed at home. I understand, Denise, and I'm sorry. Hey, Noreen. I would never obviously do that to my child. I'm thankful that I had such a shit parent because it's taught me the things not to do. And it's taught me the things that I felt and how horrific I felt. I had dark thoughts by the age of 10 or 11. Dark. I think we all know what that means, right? I'm sorry, F Scientology. It's horrible. So I am super aware and super sensitive to, even when I talk to him about it. Thank you, Moon Taxi. Yes, Sharona, you're right. I am, wow, Patty, thank you. I'm super weird about it. So even when I talked to him, I was really careful about my wording. I don't want him to feel like I'm shaming him for being healthy, right? Like, there's the opposite of that too, by the way. There's not just people fat shaming their kids like I was, like Denise was. There's also people who probably overdo it. Like, Tommy told me a little bit about it, but I don't know the entire story. But like, hey, V McWilliams, like Tiger Woods, like those kids who were athletes, became famous athletes, their parents were like hardcore, like made them work out. And so there's the opposite of that too. I just want him to do what he's comfortable doing. Even if he was unhealthy and overweight, I would encourage making proper meals and talk to him about his health. And like, I'm diabetic, so I would want to make sure that we are on track with him not becoming diabetic, kind of a thing, but I would never want to make him feel like, hey, Kim is blue. Yeah, Tommy would probably know that. I would never want Huxley to feel one way or the other. Like, he has to look a certain way or he has to be a certain way. I just don't ever want him to feel what I felt growing up. I felt horrendously overweight once my dad said that to me. I just never felt the same or looked at my body the same way ever again, quite honestly. Hey, Antoinette. And for those reasons, I think we all understand and are sensitive to that. And I never want a kid to feel that way, ever. You'd notice a difference with this and body dysmorphia because he'd have lots of anxiety around it and he'd be doing fad trends like fasting and you'd hear him being self-critical. Hey, baby angel, that's a great point, Teresa. And he's not doing any of that. He's like the opposite of that. He's like, I'm going to go work out. And like, he listens to music when he works out and he seems really happy. And like, he shows me his progress, like he just did with his arm. He'll be like, do you think that, like, can you tell? And like, we talk about it. So that's a great point. He's not negative at all. He's not self-destructive or anything like that. Teresa, thank you for pointing that out. I never thought of it that way. He's not obsessive. At first I thought he was. I was like, are you doing this for like the right reasons? Like, and he's like, yeah, I just want to bulk up and I want to be super strong. I want to be super healthy for sports. And I was like, okay, as long as that's it, I just want to make sure. Yeah, Joel says it's normal. Bigorexia and teen boys muscle dysmorphia in its impact on teens is very common these days. Not saying Hux has this, but good to be aware of the signs. Absolutely. Joyful Ladybug. Thank you for your super chat. You're absolutely, I think, I love you, Wanda. I'm glad that you're here. I think that because of what I went through and because of just like even Scientology, I'm probably overly focused about it, but I will say this. I see a therapist and I talk about him. Hey, Ray, I talk about Huxley in great detail in therapy. I did with my old therapist. Hey, Mary, I do with my new therapist. And both therapists have said, you're doing everything right. Like I've given a rundown of him and I'm like, does he need a therapist? Does he? And both of them are like, no, it sounds like he's very healthy. It sounds like he's very advanced in the way he thinks. He's very mature. Like, no, you're doing everything you should be doing. So that's very validating, honestly, to hear that from a therapist. Kristen Melinda, I thank you, baby angel. That's so kind. I don't eat farm fresh eggs. I don't buy brown eggs. I bought them once and they have little blood spots in them because they don't pass through the white light test that they do with white eggs. And so I hard boiled brown eggs once. And when I opened them, there was like little blood bubbles in them. And my dad was like, that's normal. And I Googled it and it was like, that's normal. I was absolutely scarred for life. I will never eat a brown egg again, but I've heard they're amazing. Joe Mama, that's really kind, babe. And everybody is beautiful. Thank you for saying that. Somebody, was it you, Muffet Lou, that said the avocado mashup things? Those are really good from Costco. Sharona, thank you. I find this, guys, thanks for being so validating on that because so many people tear me down as a mother. But to be honest, I love it too, Sassy Savage. I really, really have become way more hardened to that in a good way. Like my bull bait training kicked in with it. I was like, I don't value anybody's opinion that offers up hate anyway. So why would I let that enter? Why would I let any of that enter into my mind? Body shaming is horrible to a kid. To an adult, body shaming is just terrible. And you have to remember too, body shaming sometimes comes wrapped up in a pretty package. I've had people body shame me before and I'm like, when it just doesn't sit right. Hey, Snuggly Sheila, thank you for saying that. I think Huxley would like Spanx too, Just Joan. I think they'd get along really well. Joel Sachs, you're a little angel and everybody knows it. Thank you for saying that. Guys, I try really hard. I'm super sensitive to how I was treated as a kid. And I've always been super weird about it, just as far as communicating to my child and how I deliver my communication and how he takes it. And I think it's also really important to sit down and talk about. We have a pretty deep talk. I mean, it's not on a schedule, but pretty regularly where we'll talk about bullying. I talk about school. We talk about, just anything that's on his mind. We talk about his body. We talk about sex. We talk about all those things that are normal for his age and acceptable. And every time we have those talks, he always says, hey, Ghostwriter, hey, Susie with an S. He always says, thank you for making this normal for me. Like he says that now. He'll be like, and he'll go, thanks, Mom. Thanks for making that normal. And it's like, yes, I want it to be normal for you. I want you to be able to come to me. There's nothing on the table like that you can't bring. So anything and everything, like normalizing just bodies and all those subjects. I just want him to feel he doesn't have a dad. He does, but I mean, they don't talk that much. He doesn't have a male role model actively in his life. So I feel like I play both parts and I just want him to know that it's always safe. Just like here, just like this exact chat.
Oh yeah, sorry to interrupt. I turned that egg thing off. Is that okay?
Yeah, unplug it.
All right, I did.
Thank you, son. I just want him to know that there's nothing he can't bring to me, just like this YouTube channel. There's no such thing as TMI. There just isn't. Seamus, you're cute today. No parent is perfect. My rule is I don't care about someone's opinion of my parenting unless, one, I ask them or they are willing to help me, like babysit. You know what, though? You make a great point, Kristen. It's just so much less than it used to be. I am not affected by stuff like I used to be. I used to really be bothered and worry about people's opinions of me. Hey, Cheryl Ford, Tones Freeman, point of views. I had a real realization about that the other day. Elizabeth, I love that. Just because you are a fantastic mother. I'm proud of you for breaking generational trauma cycle with him. You are giving him all the tools he needs to really thrive. Oh my God, Teresa, that is so incredibly validating. Thank you for saying that. It's the most important thing to me is Huxley. And it's the most important thing to me that I do a good job with Huxley. Because if he ends up with like all these horrible things that I ended up with, that's on me. And I don't want that to happen to him. And so far, I think we're doing pretty good. For all he's been through, he's had a lot of loss. He's doing pretty good. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you for your super chat. Boho Hobo, I love you, girl. I like these glasses too. That's something I realize. And then there was Fred, who thought all women were beautiful. And he told them all the time, didn't he? Moffat Lou, that's such a sweet thing to say. Thank you. Thank you, Susie, with an S. Guys, that's really kind. That's something I realized the other day. And then I want to talk about something else. I really, truly used to care so much. And I don't know if that came from Scientology. I don't know if it came from the environment I was in, which would have been Scientology. But I really cared. Even starting my YouTube channel, I remember being like, oh no, when people would critique me and send me private messages about how they didn't like this and that. It's not that I don't care anymore in a bad way. It's not like I'm like, I don't care. Absolutely, Goosebump. I was going to talk about that. Hey, Nicola. I just realized, though, I think because people overly criticized me and I got so much of it in the last year and a half. And again, we have to remember, thank you, Debbie Zito. We have to remember, it's not to be mean. A lot of these people are not sending me hate messages. They just think they're doing the best thing. They're meeting me where they're at. And they're doing the best thing by sending me their opinions of what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing. And it made me realize something recently. And I've said this many times, but this is my own realization. I didn't get this from Mel Robbins. I didn't get this from anywhere. It sounds insane. And you may not agree with this, but I say this a lot. And some people agree and some people don't. But I just had this like shocking thought. I hate to put it this way, but everything, almost everything, of course there are absolutes, okay? But typically whatever comes out, yes, Sophie, I got desensitized to criticism for sure. But typically something that comes out of someone's mouth is subjective. Almost everything that comes out of our mouth. Bye, Jamie. You don't have to let us know, but thank you. Almost everything that comes out of people's mouths is simply their opinion. Does that make sense? Like, I don't mean that harsh either. I'm not saying that to be mean, but I realized it was like a light bulb for me one day. And I thought, oh my God, baby angel, you can always send me anything. I love you. And I know you guys, this is not me saying, don't send me your emails. I love your emails. And most of the time, you guys send me some piece of wisdom where I'm like, ooh, never thought of that. I sound like Katherine Heigl. Yeah, mainly, Linda, I am getting over a cold. I had a severely sore throat yesterday. Yeah, baby angel, don't feel that way. No, it's not proper to give you their opinions unless you ask for it. I guess so. Ruth, thank you. Oh, I love that. Kim is blue. I guess so. But I don't mean it in a mean way. What I mean is everything is made up. Literally everything is made up. When you think something about somebody else and you're like, they shouldn't be doing that, or that's not how I would do it, or anything, we all do it. We're guilty of it. We do it all the time. Okay. Thank you, Tones Freeman. But something clicked in my head one day. Even the haters, the real haters, it's subjective. It's totally your point of view. What is that? That's how you were raised. Like when somebody says like, you shouldn't be doing that. And here's a list of reasons why. And here's a list of reasons why you're a bad mother. And here's a list of reasons why I think, thank you, Boho Hobo. Here's a list of reasons why you shouldn't be eating that. You shouldn't be doing that. You should probably be doing this instead. You should take 4 tablespoons of this a day, whatever it is, whatever people tell you, whatever it is. It just hit me one day where I was like, this is based on their upbringing. This is based on their culture. This is based on their background. This is based on what their dad told them. This is based on the religion they were raised in. Everything comes from just that subjective point of view. You're literally just giving me what you would do or what you think or why it's wrong. Yeah, Allison, I know, but people are friendly here and I don't mind people giving their opinions. I think the thing I realized is I don't have to take it. And I don't even have to let it, I don't have to absorb it at all. Hey, Bailey, welcome in, girl. Hey, Panda. I also don't have to take it as somebody being aggressive. You know, sometimes we read those emails and it's like, okay, thanks. No, they're that's where they're at. You guys remember meeting people where they're at? You might be more healed and up here, and somebody else might be down here. It doesn't make them bad. They're just not in a good place. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good. I think people think others will react the way they would. Absolutely. I learned that a long time ago. It's like, well, that's not what I would have done. Okay, well, they're not where you are. That's okay. Like, again, hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. Baby Angel, I get that. Don't forget to say hi to Pam, everybody. That's hilarious. Hey, Pam. It's a beautiful thing because it's a very freeing feeling for me. I don't have to be affected by it at all. And I used to really, really, really think I put a lot of energy and effort and attention on what other people think. And then I started realizing it broke away in little bits. The first thing I realized was I don't value this person. Or I don't even know this person. That's a weird one. Like when haters really hate on me, I'm like, I've never met this person. I don't know anything about them. They claim to know me better than I know myself. Seamus, quit being annoying. Meeting people where they're at, Boho, it's a gift to realize that. So when you meet some a-hole in public, whether it be a stranger or your spouse or whatever, that's just where they're at that day or that year or that lifetime. That's just where they're at. It makes it so much easier to zoom out, step back there and go, yeah, that's just not where I'm at. And I don't have to let it seep in. Hey, Lake Lady Mima. Does that make sense? Like, I know I've been kind of harping on this, but it's like day by day, it peels away a little more and a little more. And I feel like, one, people don't have bad intentions. Like most of them don't. And I can speak to that because I've got a small channel in the grand scheme of things, but I've also got thousands of emails. That's a lot. And most people have good hearts. I've probably gotten out of thousands of emails. Thank you, Antoinette. Out of thousands of emails, I've gotten the same hate mail before I finally blocked them. I've gotten the same hate messages from like the same 8 people. 8 people. I'm not kidding. It's under 10 people who were like, you're CUNT, you killed Fred, you're a terrible mother, child services is coming to your house, you're abusive. The same people send those, and that's obviously hate mail. Pam, thank you for super chatting me. You didn't have to do that, but thank you, Pam. You're hilarious. It takes, that's so true, Joel Sachs. That is so true. I know ASAP Lizzie, I let that go a long time ago, but in the grand scheme of things, most of those emails are places of love, pure love. And then some of them are from places of where they're at, and they might be not in a good place. Oh, baby angel, the same. Yeah, Kim, that's abusive. That's what I mean. That's a good example of my mods. My mods are amazing because I don't have to tell them. They know what to do. I never have to tell them what to do. Now we like to sit and chat on FaceTime, all of us, and shoot the shit because we're actually friends. But my mods know only hate is to be removed. Like and real hate, not like, "Reese, I disagree with you, and here's why, and you really annoy me for these reasons." That's fine. I don't care about that. You can have a difference of opinion. But coming in here and saying, like, "You're an evil cunt, and your kid's gonna be taken away from you because you're such a bad mom, and child services is gonna be knocking at your door tomorrow." That kind of stuff is very, very little, very little. And imagine what those people's lives are like. I don't because I don't care. It takes a lot of effort and emotion to put into hating. Do you ever think about that? If you really want to hate someone that much and jump into all the feeds I'm in on different channels and send me emails, that takes a lot of caring, takes a lot of effort. Facts are the truth, but not all truths are facts. That's a good point. I had to think about that for a minute, but thank you for your super chat. That's a very good point. Thank you, Joel Sachs. Chrissy from Maui, it is creepy. I mean, I've gotten over the creepiness of it. It's very stalkerish, but and haters are going to think I'm saying and talking about them right now to feed them, feed the trolls. I'm actually not. Did I see Aaron and Jenna's live stream? I didn't see it, but I heard about it. Yes, Jehovah's Witness. I'm actually not talking about our haters today. I'm just talking about hate in general. Yeah, Mo Faulkner, people that send you hate mail need a checkup from the neck up. Yeah, it's definitely up here, right? But imagine how much effort and how much you have to care to hate that much. That's why I don't think there's that many. There's not that many. It's a few handful of people. But then when you really break it down, hey, Crime Me a River. Yeah, shout out to the mods, Rain. When you really break it down and you look at it from that larger scale, that larger point of view, I feel so much better. I feel lighter. I don't feel like I have to put so much attention on it. And I also feel good knowing they'll always exist. There's nothing we can do about it. You cannot control what other people do. You can't control what other people say. Luckily, we have mods who keep us safe here from it. But we also have the real world. You probably do, Wanda. I don't know where I was going with that so much, other than lately, I gotta say, I love you too, Buffy, and I'm happy to hear that. I didn't doubt it for a second. I have to say, just listening lately to, like I've said this 100 times, Mel Robbins says, you can make somebody a cup of coffee, you can make them breakfast, you can make them laugh. You cannot change their behavior, can't make a person change. And that combined with everything I just talked about, how everything, if you think about it, everything is subjective. If you really think about that, this has blown my mind. Thank you, Joe Mama. If you really think about that, guys, if you really combine this too, there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. You can take yourself out of it, right? You can separate yourself from the hate. You can only change you. Nothing you can do about it. And when you really break it down to whether it be a hater saying you're an evil mom and child services is coming, where the true hater, or a light, mild person who's not in a good place in their life, who's like, I like your channel, but I'm considering unsubscribing because you talk about this too much, or you do that too much. And I really wish that you would add more of this in. And maybe on Thursdays, you could do something with cooking. I've had people do that. People are like, on Mondays, would you mind talking about this? And then maybe Thursdays, Scientology. And then Fridays, could you please do a stream with another Scientologist? I've literally had people reach out and do stuff like that to me. That's not evil. That's not hate. That's just, they're in a weird place. Like they're in a place of, I don't know, entitlement perhaps, that like they think it's okay to say that. But when you remove yourself from that and go, I'm not offended by this. It's just where they're at. They don't mean it harmful. They don't. I know they don't. I know some of these people. Some of these people come in here all the time that say shit like that. It's totally okay. That's where they're at. That doesn't mean I have to take offense to it. It just means I don't have to do anything you're asking me to do either. Yeah, Jane, I love her. Please remember, Reese, remember people talk hate about you. That's because they lost privilege talking to you. That's a good point, Noreen. Thank you. And some of them I've never met some of these people. Noreen, thank you for your super chat. Jennifer Volsum, 100%. Hey, Colleen G. That's great too. You can make somebody happy for a small time, but it's their choice to be happy for a lifetime. Yeah. And Kim says they don't mean it in a nice way. Kim, the thing is they may just come from a place where they've been doing that to everybody around them. And maybe everybody around them does what they ask or does what they say. I don't know. The point is, it's their background. It's their background. It's how they were raised. It's how their life is now. It's how they are with their kids, their mother-in-law. That's all their shit. They're just working out their shit through you by talking to you and treating you that way. Doesn't mean I have to accept it. Doesn't mean I have to let the water into the boat. I can stay afloat from that shit. And I do. I really do. I lately I'm like, wow, I cannot believe how subjective everything is. Denise, some people remember the time I ate candy corn once on a live, and I got all these comments of people that were like, "Can you not eat while you're live, you fat piece of shit?" I literally had someone call me a fat piece of shit. I had someone say, "Can this cow stop grazing while she's live?" It was one live. One live. It's not like I ate all the time on my lives. I had one live where I ate some candy corn with Aaron. Wild people. People. Some of them are not in good places. Carrie says, I think they feel safe saying that because you offered the illusion that they could. Carrie, and they can. That's what I mean. We can't control what they're going to say anyway. So let them say it. Let them email me that stuff. Doesn't really bother me. It used to bother me. It does not anymore. That's what most of us are here for. I love you too, Alicia. And thank you for saying that. Some people are control freaks. You have to remember that. Guys, people are so crazy different. Chrissy from Maui, people can be mean. I mean, that's on their end. It's on their end. It is. It's something really, really, there's a serious malfunction going on their end. But the beautiful thing for me is it's an email. So what? So what? You know, I don't know. It's so freaking subjective. Yes. I remember it, Sherry LeBron. You remember it too. People freaked out. They were like, "Hey, cow, can you stop chewing your flapping your trap?" Like, it was terrible. I was like, damn, people are hardcore. But people are also brave. Hey, Katie Fulton. People are also brave behind their computers, right? I mean, no one talks like that in real life. Nobody says that to your face. But I don't know. It has helped me so much for that one simple breakdown. Try it sometime. Maybe it won't work for you because not everything works for everybody too. But if we just tried, Heather, I didn't cry. I laughed. I was like, damn, that's insane. Like, how do you talk to your wife? How do you talk to your workmates? How do you talk to your neighbors? Like, for people, that's what freaks me out about the true haters. I'm like, oh God, I bet she loves being married to you, Ike Turner. Like, holy shit, this dude sounds like he's got a little bit of an anger issue, a little bit there, a little unsteady, a little bit unsteady. It's a frightening. It's a frightening when you really think about it. I'm like, how do you treat your dog? I hope you don't have one. I'm sensitive too, Heather. I just getting a YouTube channel going and up and running and this many people in here, you become desensitized real fast because you get a lot of hate, but it's always the same people. It's the same trolls. It's the same people. It's not a lot. It's just the same people kicking and screaming and trying to make noise. And we don't really have to listen to it. Oh, you're talking to Raymond? That's true. When it comes from your own family, it's hard to escape the hate. I hope you don't get that kind of hate in your family stuff. That's insane. Tammy, I love you, girl. Oh, okay. My mom only has a few days. Maybe I'm taking a break from the room. Okay, Tammy, understood. I think I remember you telling me your mom was incoherent the last stream we did. I am so sorry. Tammy, we love you and we're wrapping you in love and prayers right now, and your mother, girl. Thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate that. How in the world do you read the chat and talk at the same time? I'm mesmerized. It's magic. Tommy says that too. He calls it wizardry. I don't know. I figure everybody does it. Boho hobo. I couldn't not do it. It took me about a week or two to adjust to it, but now it's just old habits. Candy corn fun. Thank you, Diane. Wow. I got to get some candy corn. Amy Edge sent me some chocolate cover or Hershey's with the cherry stuff in the middle. Kind of want to get some of that too. Yeah, you choose who and what you give attention to. And thank you for your super chat. One thing about you, Reese, when those weird, uncomfortable comments come at you, you have a graceful, funny, smart ass right back to them, and I adore. I can take anything. Remember that time that we, probably so, Joel, they're jealous. I've always thought it was jealousy. Do you guys remember that time that we let the trolls in? Well, they've come in a couple of times, but remember, like, I actually engaged with them? That was hilarious. Do you remember that time they came in and they were like, she's stealing your money? And remember, they wouldn't answer my questions. They just kept saying the same stuff like robots. I was like, no, let's actually talk. Like, while you're here, I made the mods not cancel them. And I was like, no, let's actually have a conversation. You're here. Let's do it. Let's have a showdown. Yeah, the troll night was epic. I kind of miss it. I almost want to schedule another stream, but it's worthless. But it was hilarious. I do too, Boho. That's never going to change. And I could be a real smart ass. I can be a real smart ass. I'm pretty quick on my feet there. You mean the time you made us mods had to sit on our fingers? Yes. And I know that was hard for you guys. Alicia, I know that was really hard. It was so much fun though. Do you guys remember? I kind of miss it. That was hilarious that night. They couldn't answer anything. I gave them 2 hours, I'm pretty sure. And they were like, you're stealing everybody's money. And I was like, okay, but tell us how. Like, break it down for us. Tell us how. And they were like, no one give her your money. And I was like, let me ask you this. Like, why do you care? Why do you care if I make money? And remember, they were like, you're a bad person. And I was like, right. Okay, I get that. But, and I would ask them specific questions. And they were like, she's a fraudster and she's a terrible mother. And Tommy's a bad guy. Like, they were just, it was actually like, it was the worst battle of the wits. It was so mismatched. I felt sorry for him. It was kind of sad. I've been watching different contents over the last few weeks, and it's traumatic how people treated each other. Yeah, absolutely, Bailey. It is traumatic when you really think about what will human beings not do to each other. Does anybody have an answer to that? What won't people do? Love you, DNV. They were super boring. I was really hoping for a cool showdown, Squirrel Girl. I was really hoping like they were going to challenge me. I think there was a couple of them in here too. Like, I was hoping they were going to come at me and like corner me and eat me alive. And I just, damn, it was embarrassing. I was embarrassed. What am I serious about? Yeah, Kim is blue. I'd love to take a trip to New Orleans. I think I pronounced that wrong. Tommy's a bad guy. It was a weird one, Katie. Reese's channel is organic. They do not understand that I feel sorry for them too. It was pretty embarrassing that night. Hey, Shell. It was pretty embarrassing. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to chew them up and spit them out. It was pretty bad. So the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick, and then I'm going to hop off because I don't want to push my throat. Do I think that was the hateful dude that we're talking about in the chat or one of his ignorant buddies? I think he's got a few friends. How? I don't know. But I think even Satan probably has pals. I don't know. But yeah, it could be Muppet Lou. But I know that guy is super uneducated. God, somebody sent me a clip, man. And I was like, I can't watch this. He said, we have to laugh. We have to share a laugh real quick. And this is bad. I am feeding the trolls. But we know who I'm talking about. The guy who runs a possum buffet. That dude said in one of his shows, he was like, I think he said I was like, he said, I'm so dumb. He said, Reese is so fucking dumb. He was like, it's like talking to a wall. And then he said, and I quote, a dumb wall, a really dumb wall. And I was like, you're fucking kidding. This is my competition. This is the best we can do. This is not the type of hate that I would expect on a resume of Satan. I thought this dude was like clever and like, you know, I thought like, I was like, I expect more on your resume. I am so disappointed. That's it. That's what I'm dealing with here. Talking to a wall, a dumb wall. A moment of silence for that guy, honestly. Everybody say a little prayer. I'm sad. You know, it reflects poorly on me when my haters are that stupid. Like, step it up. Come on. If you're going to be a hater, I need you to be somewhat, we kind of have to meet each other a little bit, right? Like, as far as wits go, I can't, this is like when Jeff, when I first met him, he had the ugliest haircut. He wore khakis with pleats and New Balance dad shoes and like awful shirts. And I was like, can't have this because it reflects poorly on me. Like, I need you to look good. We gotta get to Von Mar. We gotta run to Nordstrom real quick and get you some different pants, perhaps. Like, it looks bad. It's a bad match. Like, we have to look better, you know, if we're gonna fight like this, hater. Like, I need you to clean it up a little bit too. That dude hasn't showered since the bicentennial. Okay. So I need you to but it's not even so much the looks, which again, I'm pretty sure he was the guy from the Hills Have Eyes. He was a stand-in. He was the dude from the Hills Have Eyes. And again, I've said this. He sits on a couch made out of his mother's skin that he shaved off before he buried her in the backyard, talking to Confederate ghosts. But his mental wellness, that's fine. You know, I'm not going to harp on that. But if you're going to be such a hardcore hater of Reese, Relatable Reese, like, step it the fuck up. Like, be better. You got to do better. Have better wits, man. I was embarrassed. My friend sent me that. It's Ed Gain. Yeah. My friend sent me that clip of this dude, no joke, being like, she's like talking to a wall, a dumb wall. I was like, what? Like, holy shit, 3-year-olds do better than that. I was like, sucks. This sucks that that's my biggest hater. My biggest hater is the guy from The Hills Have Eyes. It's that Goonies guy. I've never seen that movie, but I saw a clip the other day of like, you're going to live with me now. And the little guy was like, huh? Like, that's who we're dealing with. That sucks. Why did I get that guy? Why couldn't I get somebody like really well educated? Have the proper respect to put in the effort to at least insult properly. Like, at least if you're going to tear me the fuck down, like, do it with a little bit more class and just maybe just, I don't know. Everything's wrong there. I wouldn't even know where to start, honestly. Mentally challenged for sure. But yeah, like a hot hater. Why can't I get like Tom Brady hating me? Like a hot Tom Brady. Like, I have the hots for Tom Brady. It's a weird thing I haven't worked through. Hurt people. Yeah, phase 2, heal people. Never give up hope for one stuck in phase. Joyful Ladybug is above it tonight. She's in a better place than I am. She's meeting me where I'm at tonight. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah. I actually like that he doesn't have much on you. Of course he doesn't have anything on me. You know why? Because I put everything that I have on me out here. It's hard to, nothing sticks. Yeah, don't bore me with basic insults. Ugh, it's just awful. Yeah, so I have the hots for Tom Brady. It's a sickness I haven't worked through. People make fun of me for it. Hey, Stephanie Lind. I also have, and I'm only going to say this once, so listen up. I have a weird crush on Rob Gronkowski. I don't know why. He's younger than me. I know it's weird. Go ahead and judge. But why can't we? I know, Teresa. I know. I don't know why I have the hots for Tom Brady. It's so unlike me. But why can't we have somebody like why can't Anthony Hopkins be doing hate videos on me? Why can't we have someone of like, you know, some tactics, some really there, like they're really all there. Hey, Ree. Why did I have to get the guy from The Hills Have Eyes? Like, why did that happen for me? I don't know. Tara Jackson, thank you for your super sticker, babe. Oh man, I have such a crush on that Gronk guy. Every time I see him, I get embarrassed. Okay, well, there's some people in the chat that are supporting this. He's hot. Meredith Lynn, it's weird. He has the same nose as Tommy. So I'm like, maybe it's a nose thing for me. I don't know. Is he single? I'm asking for Katie Fulton, by the way. Yeah, it gets to me. Hey, baby doll. Yeah, Stephanie Lind. Okay. Hey, Mousy. He's hot. Why can't I have an attractive hater? Like, why can't we have someone that's just looks like they were born from parents that didn't grow up together? Maybe. I don't know. I just kind of get this. And, again, we're hating on the dude's looks, which isn't appropriate. I mean, he does look like Gargamel from the Smurfs, neither here nor there. But I think what I'm trying to say is a wall, a dumb wall, it hurt me. That hurt me here, actually. Of all the hate that guy's put out, and I don't watch it except for some of the silly clips people send me, but it got me. It did. It got to me. I was like, holy shit, this reflects on me. Like, this is bad. This reflects on me. This guy's really, I can't use that word, but what word could we use? Like, is Tommy coming to see me this week? I don't think so. Are there smart walls? I'm embarrassed. I just have to say, and it's probably because I'm such a shallow individual anyway. I'm as deep as a puddle. It does in a way goosebump because this person is so hardcore, just like into me. They're just obsessed with me. They just are like stalk me all the time, 24. They know me better than I know me. What color is the wall? Thank you, Chrissy from Maui. That's so nice. Vaginal walls? Yeah, I doubt that guy's ever seen the walls of a vagina. I just have to be honest, but except the ones he came out of. But I'm shallow, Heather. I'm shallow when it comes to this. Like, if you're going to be obsessed, if you're going to be that driven to hate me, like, please be better spoken and don't live in your car and don't be the stand-in for The Hills Have Eyes. Like, can I just get somebody that's a little bit more attractive? Like, if this person was hot and looked like Tom Brady, we'd be watching his videos together. We would be literally putting them up and like promoting him. I'd be like, look past the part where he calls me a cunt mother, but like look into his sexy eyes, like look at his sexy self. I would be okay with it. But the fact that like, oh yeah, Paula Mayo, I have such a crush on Anthony Hopkins. I don't know. It just really hurts my soul that we got Gargamel from the Smurfs. It really sucks. It bums me out. I'm not going to, I shouldn't keep talking about it, but it does. It's like when I first met Jeff and he had bangs. He had like straight up bangs like this. And I was like, what are these? Like, what's happening here? It was this long too, by the way. I'm not kidding. This was at Fred's funeral. And he was like, hey, I really look like a boy named Bjorn right now. That makes me look like a boy named Bjorn. Somebody's going to screenshot that. This is what Jeff looked like when I first met him. And he was like, and I was like, yeah, no, that reflects bad on me. Like, I can't be seen with you looking like that. That's not going to work for me. Thank you, Patty Hartman. This is from my fella. And I say this, and I know I look bad. I've been sick for a couple of days. I realize how bad I look right now. Like, this isn't my best effort tonight, but at least, yeah, that's sad, but true. Jeff tried so hard to do little. Yeah, he did. Reese, Gary Oldman or Sam Elliott? Hot older dudes. Ooh, that's tough. I'm not really attracted to either one. I don't know, Sophia. Try not to judge me too hard with your German judgmentalness. Gary Oldman really is an amazing actor, but to be honest, I'm not attracted to either one of them, Tara. I know that sounds crazy. Everybody has the hots for Sam Elliott. I don't. I really don't. Anthony Hopkins, yes. Wanda, I'm just telling you, like he had khakis with pleats. It was a bad look. Can I do a kickflip? I don't know what that is, Rain, and it's probably not something that is in my wheelhouse. Yeah, I love both as actors, though. Al Pacino, I wouldn't bone. No, he's not tall enough for me. Tara, I think they're amazing actors, but I don't think I would want to sleep with them. Thank you, Sophia. I know you don't. Sam Elliott's voice is sexy as hell. I'm so glad you did this talk tonight, says Brittany, because I've been struggling with our current political climate, and this is helping me zoom out. Opinions aren't facts, and we're all trying our best. I love that. As long as somebody walks away with something from tonight, because this was otherwise pretty much a shit stream, and I probably shouldn't have done it. Thank you, Brittany. John Mayer. No, he looks like a ghost. Absolutely not. Sorry. Good voice, though. Al Pacino beats his women. Cool. I definitely don't like him then. If that's true. The only thing about that is that's like people saying Reese is evil and hits her kid, and then people unsubscribe because they believe it, and it's not true. So I don't want to hate on Al too much if it's not true. I looked like a skater boy. I did, Rain. Thank you, Beach Bum Beagle. Feelings aren't facts either. Yeah. Tara, I don't have a crush on them. I just don't. Jack Nicholson, he comes off kind of dicky. But yeah, I'd probably sleep with him once. Like I'd have to go out for a nice dinner and I probably would. George Clooney, no, doesn't do it for me. Nope. I like the unusual looking fellers. Like I had a crush on Philip Seymour Hoffman. My biggest crush was probably Joe Virus. My biggest besides Anthony Hopkins is James Gandolfini. Tony Soprano. No effing question. I have a thing for the larger, bigger bodied men. You are keeping me calm, trying to make some crocheted earrings and they keep breaking. I'm so sorry. That's gotta be annoying. Who's that? Patrick who? Oh, Patrick Swayze? Yeah, he was hot. Paul Walker? Yeah, Bailey. Didn't do it for me though. For a bang trim, thank you. I have a haircut this week, Debbie. Thank you so much. Thank you for your super chat. I don't know who that is, Mutteraller. Greg Kinnear. What happened to him? Does he still act? Nicolas Cage? Maybe. Probably not for me. Here's to your shit stream. Thank you, Susie. You're hilarious. That was good. Thank you for your super chat. I like how we're just throwing money at that. Here's to your shit stream. Silverbird. I'm not attracted to Billy Bob. No. Billy Bob, have you seen him lately? He looks like the CEO of a Ouija company, like a Ouija factory company that makes Ouija boards. Have you seen that dude lately? He does. He looks like he talks to ghosts on a regular basis, like way more than people. Tommy Lee Jones, he's a little wrinkled for me, which is weird because Fred was 95, but he's all right. The cellist had bangs. Well, yeah, you guys know that. Look. Oh, no, it's not in that picture. Dang. There's some pictures of him. If you Google his name, there's some pictures of that dude with bangs. It was awful. I can't do it, Kristen. I love you, and we agree on everything else. Richard Gere, I would bone down with. Sure, I would. I like those eyeballs. He has sexy eyes. Is he still alive? Tommy reminds you of Sam Elliott? Ugh. No. You know who Tommy reminds me of a little bit sometimes? Ed Harris. Kind of reminds me of Ed Harris. Shit streams. Thank you, Tara. That's hilarious. No, I don't, Sassy Savage. Was he friends with Fred? Who? Jeff? Yes. The bangs, it was so bad. For the love of God. No cellist pics, please. Well, you're not going to find any bad ones when he was with me. No, I cleaned him up pretty quickly. I made him look as good as I could. And I thought he was attractive. I told you guys, I thought he looked like Kenny Rogers. He looked like Kenny Rogers. Denzel Washington is an attractive man, and so is his voice 100% of the time. Prince, I love Prince. I think he's amazing. I would have never slept with him, though. He apparently slept with a lot of women. Seamus is cute back there. He's not usually cute. He's usually a real pipsqueak. Guys, this was fun. We went all over the place in this stream. I got to be honest, they're my favorites. No jealous pics, please. You don't consent, Ginny Stout? You guys don't consent to the cellist pictures. I get it. There are some really shitty content creators just mean for money. Of course there are. And there's just shitty people that are just mean for sport in the world. All we have to do is avoid them, right? And recognize and label it right away and go, oh, that's your problem, not mine. Night, Bailey. We love you, girl. Thanks for being here. John Mellencamp. I don't know about that. Chris Brown. I don't know if I know who that is. I do not consent. Mia Kirshner, Isla or Ela. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Ooh, really? Those are your picks? I don't know Mia, but Isla's cute. Jennifer Conley, she just is okay for me. Tara, thanks for being a member, babe. So kind. Oh, no. I don't like Matthew McConaughey at all. I don't like his personality. Dude is way too full of himself. I'm too young, boho hobo. My husband was 95, girl. I like the olds. I love them extra crispy. Joe Mama, I'm happy that you did. Stop ruining Kenny Rogers. Isla? Is it Isla? I didn't know that. Did she get divorced from what's his name? I heard they got divorced. Bruce Springsteen. I don't think so. What did that say? I don't understand what that means, Antoinette. Kenny Rogers before or after he died? Oh my God, Joan, that's hilarious. Yeah, I don't like Matthew McConaughey at all. Patty, doesn't he? You guys, Google what Billy Bob Thornton looks like right now. He looks like he owns a Ouija board company. He looks like he has a crow that sits on his shoulder all day named Madonna. Yeah, she's getting divorced. Rod Stewart, no way. Owen Wilson, okay. I don't like Owen Wilson, but I would totally go for his brother, Luke Wilson. His brother gives me the hots. Andrew Wilson's kind of hot too. Owen doesn't do it for me. Bradley Cooper, he seems like such a dick swinger. I can't do dick swingers. Okay, I would definitely, yeah, absolutely, Pam. Kevin Costner, absolutely. We didn't sign up for pictures of Jeff. Poor Jeff. Yeah. Billy Bob gave me the creeps. Mick Jagger. Oh, God, no. Didn't he already die? He looks like he's been stuffed. Mick Jagger, again, he looks like he's been taxidermed. Hey, Nancy Wagner. So does Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looks like he died 6 months ago and they just stuffed him. I've been to a lot of funerals that were open casket and they never look the same and their mouths are like stretched and weird and like it looks like Play-Doh. That's what Mel Gibson? I don't think so. No, I don't think I would bone Mel Gibson. He gives me the creeps. Carrie Ann, I've missed you. I love you. I know you're studying hard for school. You're welcome, Patty. No, it's hard to believe, Raymond. Cruise does. He looks like he's been, what's that called? Not stuffed. Yeah, he does look taxidermed. Don't stuff your rock stars, Robin W. He looks like he's been embalmed. Tom Cruise looks like he's been embalmed and they just prop him up and like somebody puts like their hand in his back and makes him talk. Doesn't he? He just is like, he looks terrifying. I wouldn't doubt it if these celebs are walking dead. Yeah, absolutely. That could be a cutesy J. Embalmed. Yeah, looks like he's been embalmed. Blake Shelton doesn't do it for me either. I don't know why. I don't know anything about all this. I've never really listened to him. Lots of fillers. Yep. Tom Cruise looks like he was made of wax and he's melting. He does. He's terrifying looking. He's almost as scary looking as my main hater. Nothing is scarier though than that guy. I'm sorry. If you've seen The Hills Have Eyes, he looks like he walked off of a movie set from The Hills Have Eyes. I'm not kidding. That dude is terrifying looking, like really scary. But also on major drugs. The clip I saw, he's like angry and like jittery, and he's so mad at me. He's so mad at me. That dude is so pissed at me. Never met him. Don't know anything about him. He knows everything about me, and he hates me so much. But I kind of take joy in that. He cares a ton. To hate me that much, to be that dedicated, you have to care. Like, he better care so much that I get some sort of a Christmas gift basket or something from him. Like, if you're going to hate me that much, send me something from Harry and David. Okay. Every once in a while. Jesus. Is it going to hurt you? Like, send me something like a muffin basket. I love muffins. You know, would I have sex with Trump? No, absolutely not. But I will say, I think his wife is gorgeous. Trying to think what else. A gift card. You know, a gift card would be nice. I love Depeche Mode. Oh my God. I think Ben Kingsley is super hot, Rain. And in the beginning, I said Tommy looked like him. Do you guys see that? I see it. I see it. I see Ben Kingsley and Tommy. There's a thin line between love and hate, so be careful. Yeah, there is. Vin Diesel, he is a laundry bag full of meat. Absolutely not, Pam. Daniel Craig doesn't do it for me. Guys, I'm really picky. Hey, Annie Strews. I think it's pretty much like I would have boned Philip Seymour Hoffman. Let's see. I would bone Ben Kingsley now that you say that, Rain. Oh, good for you, Claire. Thank you, Justine. It's vintage. I love Minnie Mouse. Paul Giamatti. Look, I wouldn't have sex with Paul Giamatti, but God, he's a great actor. Just like Gary Oldman. I wouldn't bone Gary Oldman, but I appreciate their skill, man. They are good. Sean Connery beat women. He beat his wife. Absolutely not. He admitted to it on Barbara. What's her name? No way. Ed Harris, yeah. The Muffin Man. Let's call him the Muffin Man. That makes him a little bit more likable, honestly. The Skarsgård family. I would bone the Skarsgård family. Yeah, they're hot. I think they're also, Shell, it's because they're like 6'8". Anybody that's tall, they're automatically hotter. Billy Corgan has the sexiest voice. I don't know that I'd have sex with him, but I love Billy Corgan. Kurt Russell, probably. Yeah, I have a crush on Kurt Russell, but not a huge one. Just mild, very minimal, very minimal. I love Gary Oldman, but I wouldn't want to bone him. Ew, Jason Statham. Oh man, really, Cammy? Come on. Huxley and I make fun of him all the time from that movie, The Meg, when the girl's like, that's the biggest one anybody's ever seen. He's like, it's the biggest one anybody's ever seen. Like, he's so cheese-tastic. It's awful. It's too much. James Earl Jones and Morgan Freeman do have amazing voices. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Scots, I don't think he's Scottish. I think he's Irish. Guys, mods, help me. Who's the hot Scottish dude or Irish dude that I always want to have sex with? Michael Fassbender. Ooh, just saying it. Just saying it. Excuse me. Michael Fassbender. That Meg movie, Joe, is the worst thing. Huxley and I sometimes put it on just for a laugh. Ewan McGregor, not really. I don't have as many crushes as you would think. As much as I talk about sex and boning, I'm pretty picky. Definitely, though, Tony Soprano. Michael Fassbender is German Irish. Oh my God. Do you know him? Because you live in Germany? Colin Farrell? Meh. I don't have a crush on Jamie Foxx. Hey, well, anyway, do you know him? Like, is he single? Do you know his number? I'm asking for Katie Fulton, not me. Excuse me. Liam Neeson. Okay. Yes, okay. I say okay to that. I give that a pass. DS Kitty Diane. Thank you for your super chat. He's German Irish. Oh Oh, that didn't work, did it? I tried to do the cat thing, the purr, but it didn't come out. Alan Rickman, I would have had sex with. Goosebump. I had the hots for Alan Rickman. He was so hot in what was it? The Christmas movie I love. What's the Christmas movie, guys? The Christmas movie. Mods, help me. Ben Affleck? I don't know. I have a weird thing. I probably would have. I would not have sex with Joe Biden. No. He doesn't do it for me. Love Actually. I had such a crush on Alan Rickman in Love Actually, even though he was a cheating jerk. Oh, yeah. Sophia. Oh. He moved to Ireland early on. I think he's married. See if you can find out anything on him for Katie. For the cause, if you don't mind, Sophia. Just see if there's anything you can find out since you guys live in the same neighborhood. Hugh Grant? Nope. RFK Jr., I don't know what he looks like. Michael Fassbender? Oh, God, yes. Oh, I had such a crush on him in Inglourious Bastards. That was a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it is Tarantino, so it's hardcore, but that was a great movie. Guys, this was a fun chat. Sometimes it's fun to just chat. Luckily for us, that's all we do over here. We have zero content. And somebody said that, I said the other day, this show is like Seinfeld because it's about nothing. He's dating a model right now. Okay, fine. That leaves me out. I kind of have the hots for Benedict Cumbersnatch. Russell Brand? No. But what was I saying? Help me. I just said something. Dave Matthews. Kristen Melinda. What was I saying right before this? I just lost my train of thought and I really had something important. Help me. Something important. Holy shit, it just escaped me. I'm going to blame it on my illness. Any politicians that I thought were hot? I don't think so, but I don't follow politics either. Was there one that I used to watch it like Jeff would have? Oh, Seinfeld. Somebody said that, thank you, cutesy. Our show is more like Cheers. I never watched Cheers. Keanu Reeves? No. Nice guy though. Jeff used to have Fox News on all the time. Was there somebody that I had the hots for? I feel like there was. For a minute, I always kind of thought Jeff only watched Republicans, so I don't know anything about Democrats. But for a minute, I kind of had the hots for Josh Hawley. He was like the senator of Missouri, and Jeff knew him, so he thought he was such a badass. I don't know though. It's something I haven't worked through. I don't know if it was his voice, and he was young, so I don't know if that was real. I also, for a minute, was attracted to Ted Cruz. I don't know if it's because of the way he talked, but I mean, I don't know if he's even a Republican or a Democrat, but I don't know. I was like, do I have a crush on this guy? Or is it just that I hate Jeff so much that all that's on is Fox News and I only have these men to look at? I couldn't quite decide. And if I had to think about it right now, I don't have a crush on Ted Cruz anymore. I think I was just lonely and forced to watch Fox News all the time. So I started to like develop attractions and fake relationships with them because I was home alone all day, just watching Fox News with my weird ex-husband. Teresa, I'm not saying I have a crush on him now, but he does kind of look like an elf in a weird way. Guys, I don't know anything about Ted Cruz. I don't even know if he's red or blue. But you're just asking me based on looks, and I think it was Ted Cruz. Jeff used to watch, oh my God, yeah, that movie Shame, Muffet Lou, it shows his whole wanker in that movie. Jeff used to watch, what do you guys call it? He would watch all day long. I don't know anything about his character, Teresa. I don't know anything about the guy. I don't know who he supports. I don't know anything about him. Jeff used to watch all day long, like trials. What are those called? What are those called? When like, it'd be like a governor, there'd be like a whole panel of them. And they'd be like, I roll back, and it'd be like 15 minutes. And what is that called? He'd watch those things all day long, and they'd be on our TV. I don't know what they're called. Hearings? Oh my God. It used to drive me crazy. Not trials, hearings. No, we're not going into politics, Joe Virus. Somebody asked me who I'm attracted to in politics, and I don't watch politics. I don't know anything about Ted Cruz. I'm not either, Patty. I don't really follow politics at all. And we certainly don't talk politics on this channel. But Senate hearings. Okay, okay. As far as just attractive men, there weren't very many. Seamus sounds like James Earl Jones, and it's weird. Congressional hearings, maybe? I don't know, guys. I don't follow politics and I knew nothing about it, but I would be forced to like see it. And we had a huge TV. Jeff had like an 80-inch TV, and that's all he would watch. Are there smart walls? Mar Lugo, I love you, and I'm embarrassed. Again, when I think about it, I'm embarrassed that that's my biggest hater. A dumb wall. Does it get worse? Like, I don't think it does. Okay, sorry guys. You guys obviously know politics way better than I do. I just named Ted Cruz and you all freaked out. I didn't even know if that dude was a Democrat or a Republican. I still don't know. Has anybody said? The struggle is real. Man, everybody got lit up over that. So sorry. I don't follow politics. I don't know anything about it. I honestly don't. So apologize to the people who got really upset about that. I was talking seriously only based on looks, but we'll stop talking about that because I don't want to. He's a Republican. Okay. Wicked Tinkers didn't know either. I don't. Michael Keaton is bonable for sure. Ryan Gosling does not do it for me at all. Like I'm kind of grossed out by him. I don't like him at all. I don't like him. He's too chiseled for me. I'm not into guys that look like that. Ted is in a different cult. He is a Republican. Okay. Don't know anything about him, guys. Know nothing. Sassy Savage is apologizing for the question. No need to apologize, guys. We don't talk politics here anyway, but we were truly based on looks. So everybody chill. Everybody chill. Idris Elba. I don't know who that is. Seamus, why do you sound like the dude from Star Wars? Harrison Ford? Nope. See, this has got to shock some of you. Have I heard about the lawsuit with Aaron and Nora? No, I don't follow any of that crap. I don't get into that kind of drama. I hope there isn't one. I hope that's made up, but that's too bad if that's true. That makes me sad, to be honest. It's too much. It's too much drama there. You're welcome, Boho Hobo. I love you guys. So this was a fun stream. I'm going to go eat some of the casserole that I made. And then I think what we'll do, what's tomorrow? He just did a video on it. Well, I don't really watch his video. I don't go over there. I really don't want to be a part of the drama. I've made that pretty clear. Hey, Twisted Sister. It's just that he is particularly cringe, Reese. Who, Ted Cruz? See, Debbie, I don't even know that. I don't know anything about the guy. I really, truly don't. And maybe it wasn't Ted Cruz that I was attracted to. I think it was, but I'm not really sure. That's fine, Jamie. I don't get into it, guys. I don't do it. If you want to go watch that kind of stuff, I encourage you to do so, but I don't get into the drama. It's a lot of hate and I don't get into it. I don't like it. It makes me feel really uncomfortable, to be honest. There's enough of that in the world. I'd rather not. I love you too, Katie. And I don't care about politics. Not at all. Just another implant, as George Carlin says. Yeah, absolutely. And Ted Cruz may be totally nuts. Again, I know nothing about the guy. Nothing. So hopefully that's clear to you guys. I know nothing about these people. We were talking about looks, but you know what? Once it comes out of my mouth, you interpret it however you're going to anyway, and I can't control that. Dumb walls are incredibly cringe. Cutesy, that's the most cringe thing tonight, honestly. Thank you, Sharon. I love you, girl. Alana, we're signing off, but I love you. Can you guys please hit subscribe? Please hit subscribe while you're here. And I love you too, Jenny Stout. Guys, thank you for your super chats tonight. That was very kind. Thank you for your memberships, your super chats, but most importantly, your wisdom. I always appreciate your feedback and your help. I will keep my mouth shut about politics. Joe, I know that you're very political. I'm just not. I don't get into it. I don't watch it. I don't listen to it. I don't care about it. Honestly, it's just such a divided subject. I couldn't get into it. I don't feel bright enough to get into it. Honestly, I couldn't have a talk about it. Even if we talked politics, I couldn't, because I just don't know enough about it. Thank you, Ghost Rider. Tomorrow's what? Monday? Thank you. I love you. It was a green bean and wild rice casserole, Carrie Ann. I talked about it in the beginning. I gave the recipe. All right, everybody. I will be back tomorrow in the afternoon. Thank you. I feel much better. Thank you, Jenny Stout. Thanks, Twisted Sister. I love you too. And again, guys, thank you for everything. You care about human rights? Absolutely, Joe Virus. There's nothing wrong with that. I just don't get into politics here. What is Seamus talking about, Armine? Great question. And I support people who care about human rights. I just don't get into politics. I just don't. Elvis Presley for me since I was 12. Interesting, Marley. Well, I could see that for you. Thank you for your super chat. Please go watch the Last Morning Mayhem with Casper. You will love the opening with Tommy. Okay, Sherry, I'll do it. Thank you, babe. I love you. And thank you for your super chat. Was there going to be a night yard tonight? Justine, yes, I believe so, but Tommy may not be a part of it, he said, because of his back. All right, guys, I love you all. Again, hit subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm on the mend. Thanks, everybody. Love you all.